Muslim period. Muslims 600 to 1600 AD made a rich contribution to the knowledge in chemistry. They spread like shining stars on the horizon of the world of science. They rendered effective and invaluable services in the field of chemistry. This period of Muslim scientists from 1600 to 1600 AD in the history of chemistry is generally known as period of alchemists. The major aims of the alchemists were to change base metals into gold and to find out a method to prolong human life, though their efforts for the achievement of the same goals remained ineffective and failed to produce the desired results, but they did succeed in introducing laboratory methods, which are still used in many chemical processes in modern chemistry. The Muslim scientists discovered arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. They made a large number of chemical compounds and instruments for measurements, and observations. They made and used the instruments for laboratory work such as furnace, beakers, funnels, crucibles, scale for weighing, and retorts for distillation, etc. During this period, countless experiments were successfully conducted and many new chemical processes were discovered. Distillation, sublimation, filtration, fermentation, and calcination were introduced to prepare various kinds of acids, alcohols, and medicines. This period of practical chemistry is rightly called the period of the Muslim scientists on account of their innumerable scientific achievements. They presented chemistry as purely experimental science. The names and achievements of some of the renowned alchemists are given as under. Jabir ibn Hayyan 721 to 803 AD. This is his picture. An art. Abu Musa Jabir ibn Hayyan is his full name. He is generally known as the father of the science of chemistry. He was probably the first chemist who had an equipped chemical laboratory. He knew fully about numerous chemical procedures. For example, he described the method to produce white lead. Jabir invented chemical and experimental procedures for the preparation of hydrochloric acid, HCl, and nitric acid. He developed the methods of fractional distillation. He also developed methods for the extraction of metals. Muhammad ibn Zikriya al-Razi. Al-Razi was not only an alchemist but is also a successful physician and philosopher. He was a skillful surgeon and was the pioneer of using opium as an anesthetic. He was the originator of dividing the substances into living and non-living organisms. He also prepared alcohol by means of fermentation. His method of the division of substances still exists. His books were taught in Europe for centuries. This is his picture. Muhammad Zikriya Razi. Al-Biruni 937 to 1048 AD. He had a sound knowledge of chemistry and chemical procedures and chemical combinations. He determined the densities of various substances. Al-Biruni also made rich contribution in the field of mathematics, physics, metaphysics, history, and geography. This is a USSR stamp of Al-Biruni. Ibn Sina 980 to 1037 AD. Abu Sina is known as Aristotle of the Muslim world. Aristotle of the Muslim world. He is famous for his contribution in the field of medicine, mathematics, astronomy, medical chemistry, and philosophy. He is probably the first scientist who rejected the idea that metals could be changed into gold. His books were taught for centuries in the educational institution in Europe. This is an Iranian stamp of Mr. Ibn Sina.